Hi, and welcome to another episode of the State of the Garden. It's second week of July? Third week? Second week of July. My daylilies have all started their peak blooming time. The little alyssums that I put in here and the snapdragons are going absolutely mad. Forget what this one is, but the little blue ones haven't been doing too well. Some of them are okay, but most of them are not too happy. There's my kitty. Hey, kitty. I also have some of these coming up. These are peacock orchids in the gladiolus family. They don't have blooms on them yet, but they're not supposed to bloom till late summer. Got quite a few of them popping up in different places. So they have really pretty white flowers on them. We'll see if they bloom. Got some mums here coming back from last year. Here's my zinnias starting to open up. They look so cool. Dahlias. Some snapdragon. Whoops, that's Melissa. Let's see, here's my dahlias. Ooh, it's so pretty. I think this one's called Park Princess, but I may be remembering wrong. This one's pretty. Look at that. Pretty. The unfortunate thing is a lot of these are trying to face the sun, which is that way and not behind me. But that's okay. I can cut them and put them in vases, and it just makes them bloom more. Let's see what else. Oh, I spilled some birdseed here, and so now I'm having to pull up seedlings every day. That's smart. And there is the angel trumpet that I got from my mom's house. It's got some comfrey that I ground up and poured onto it sitting on top there. But it has survived and it's putting out lots of leaves. Hopefully I get a flower stalk out of it, but I probably won't this year, but maybe next year. Here's one of those asters that I recently planted. There's so much stuff in here right there. They're doing well. Got another one over there. I was gonna get a little bit closer to this guy. This is a lilac that a house owner gave me. I had a few sticks that I stuck in here that had no leaves, but they've got leaves now. They're actually alive. I've never actually been able to keep cuttings alive, but these are alive. Let's get this little butt head out of here. It's not supposed to be in here. There we go. Every time I take cuttings from anything, I rot them. They rot. I don't know why, but obviously I use too much moisture or something. But those are not rotting, so it's awesome. Alright, now we will head into the actual garden area. Oh, we have a friend down here. This is a little butthead that has been eating my mock orange. But you know what? She's just doing her thing. Obviously, I didn't protect it enough. I sprayed some really stinky deer and rabbit repellent on my mock orange, hoping that it would keep her away from it. She's already cleaned it of all the new leaves, and that's generally what they go after if they go after it. So she's not interested right now anyhow because there's no new growth. But I sprayed it with all that oh, it stinks so bad. I don't even want to be around that plant right now because it smells so bad. But we'll see if it works. She's still staring at me. Yeah, I see you. Yeah. Anyhow, I didn't have to walk all the way there on this fence. I forgot. We put a new gate in, and I could have went in at the front, but I forgot. It'll take me forever to get used to this. Yesterday, we had some fence panels delivered, and we increased my deer-resistant garden area. You can tell where the fence used to be because that's where my bark stops. And now I need to get more bark. Anyhow, this is what the garden looks like today. Those are my sugar snap peas. Ignore them. They're done for the season. Over here, I've got romaine lettuce. I just picked that big old piece a few days ago and we ate it and it was delicious. I'll probably come out here and take some more today. This is my three sisters bed. I've got beans and they're bush beans. I didn't do the pole beans because I couldn't find any that had a short enough harvesting time. Now, I was also afraid that my corn may not get very tall or strong, so I didn't want to run beans up them, so I put beans around them instead. I've got 2 squash plants in here as well. I've already got some flowers on one of them. Blooming, anyhow. All of them have flowers, but my corn, I'm making these things, and I have to rub those together with the others, so I'm waiting for all of them to come out and get good and big. And I'm going to start rubbing these together to make all the pollen spread about, because I don't think I'm going to have enough wind for them to pollinate themselves. Corn pollinates by getting shaken together by the wind, because they're not flowers. They're those stalky grass-looking things, grass seed-looking things. So those have to be shaken together to get pollination. And normally that's done by wind, you know, because you have a huge field, you plant them close together, they blow in the wind, they get pollinated. But I'm not going to have that option because I just don't have enough here and we don't get enough wind because the trees block it all. So I'm going to have to hand pollinate these things. I'll probably do that in a couple weeks. My Shasta daisies are finishing up for their season. I don't think I have any more blooms. Nope, that's it. So I'll probably cut their heads off once they all go dead. This little dahlia came back even though I didn't cover it well, and I definitely didn't pull it out. I left it here all winter. But it came back anyhow, no mulch or anything, and it's got a bloom about to open. My delphiniums are done. I need to cut them down. I'll do that later. Here are my sunflowers. They are getting very large. I just staked these up again yesterday, and they're already taller than where I tied them. I mean, they're growing quickly, so I'll come out here and retie them again later today. I was reading about them because I didn't know how I was going to keep them tied up because they're supposed to get like 12 feet tall or something. And everything said that I shouldn't need the stakes for them. All I need is to keep them well fertilized and they'll stake themselves, they'll be fine. So I added a lot more granular fertilizer around them, and later today I'm gonna actually water them with some liquid fertilizer, and hopefully they'll get a bit stronger and I can take those stakes off. They weren't hanging or anything before I staked them up, but they were just getting so tall that I felt stakes may help. But I'll need to get rid of them because I won't be able to have stakes tall enough. I just won't. The area in front of the sunflowers, I actually planted bush beans in them yesterday. So I've got like 7 or 8 bush beans right there that'll probably come up in a couple weeks. This area is kind of my sad area. I planted these guys a month ago, I mean longer than that probably, and they're just not doing anything. I don't have any powdery mildew on them, which is good. A lot of people are having issues with that right now. But there are some flowers forming on them, just not performing well. They really needed more heat. But it was an experiment, and if it doesn't work out, I'll use the space for something different next year. But it'll be cool if we could get at least 1 honeydew and 1 watermelon, which is what these are, but I have a feeling that's not going to happen, and that's okay. My strawberries are also done for this season, I believe. I think I saw a flower on one of them yesterday, but we will see if anything else actually happens. Doing a little weeding here, excuse me. Alright. Yeah, they did well this year. I just didn't get out to the berries quicker than the birds did, but that's fine. I'll figure something out next year. I'll probably wrap this in chicken wire like I meant to. And then I've got some cosmos about to open. I'm not sure what these are, but they're pretty. They just bloomed yesterday. And then my poppies are, I think, done for the season. There's some that are still to bloom. Excuse me. There are some that are still to bloom, but I think the rain that we had may have soaked them, and they're not going to open. Now I'm going to let these stay on there until they're good and dry, so I can shake the seed heads and all the seeds can fall out, and I can have these again next year. I love those poppies this year. They were so pretty. They were so bright, and it's my first time growing them, so it's pretty cool that they worked. Some comfrey plants. Actually still got some flowers on them. This piece doesn't want to go up. It wants to crawl along the ground, and I'm just letting it because why not? I've been harvesting this every week using the largest leaves for comfrey tea or just as mulch. I just set down, and I love it. I hope it fills this area a bit more next year because I could really use some more. Yeah, everything's growing pretty well except them the cantaloupes and the watermelons. It's been good. We've been eating broccoli from the garden. We've been eating the romaine. I had strawberries. And hopefully we're gonna have sunflower seeds as well. Corn, beans. And those squash plants are doing all right, so we're gonna end up with some of those too. Some more broccoli plants. Still got some little heads popping. Been cutting the big center ones, but there's these little side ones that are coming, and so I'll still have more coming off of them. These guys back here never made heads. I don't think they got enough sun. But yeah, no heads. But that's okay. They're pretty anyhow, so I'm fine with that. Those Brussels sprouts haven't started doing anything. Brussel-y. Woo! There's a big old spider on my foot. Woo! But they're pretty as well. So I don't think they're supposed to do anything for a bit longer. Who knows though? Who knows? Yeah. That's pretty much all I have to really show off today. I need some more wood chips and more cardboard. But my child has a friend whose dad runs a tree cutting service, and I told him he could drop his chips at my house, and he was very excited about that. And so hopefully I'll get wood chips soon for free. Because see, the dudes that cut the trees, when they get the wood chips, they have to pay to drop them somewhere. So I'm just helping them out. So I hope everyone has an awesome rest of your Sunday. Thanks for watching the videos. Thank you for all your comments and everything. I know it's still a pretty small page, but I'm enjoying doing the videos, and I can't tell you how many times I've gone back and looked at them to figure out when I planted, what I planted, when I fertilized. So they're really helpful for me, and I hope other people get some ideas, inspiration, knowledge from them as well. Have a great one.